Ay, ay, ay.
Vanessa, get off my back. Vanessa, get off my back.
You know, I was talking to this clown online, right? And this is what he said. I've been all over the world. In fact, I'm going back to a country with a woman I met randomly while in her country for a month. I have plans to stay long term, but I'll be going back in less than 2 weeks to see her. Again, after seeing her in shorter visits before. We've been talking for over a year now. Pretty sure I'm not jealous of anyone here. I don't date just anyone, and I certainly don't date women from countries I ain't visiting for a week or two. Alright? Key word in here. I'll be going back in less than 2 weeks to see her. I'll be going back in less than 2 weeks to see her. Don't be this guy, right? And listen to me. The majority of the mistakes that a man can make traveling overseas, I've made, right? The majority of mistakes that a man can make overseas, I've made. So you don't have to, right? And take this into consideration. Do not get on no flight, book no hotels to see one woman. Don't do it, right? Do not, I'm gonna repeat, do not get on a flight and book no hotels to see one woman. Right? Because a lot of these women, right, overseas aren't waiting for you. A lot of these women overseas aren't waiting for you. A lot of these women overseas aren't waiting for you. A lot of men get into the spear, the illusion that just because you talk to a woman every day, that she's waiting for you. I'm gonna repeat that again. A lot of men get into this spear, this assumption, this illusion that just because you talk to a woman every day, she's waiting for you. So you're spending $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on flight, and hotels, and food, and all these other things, extra baggage fees, all these other things to go overseas and meet some woman you met on vacation. Don't be crazy. Don't be that guy, right? And I could do a series on this, right? But I've been in bed with women while they were talking to their boyfriends or their husbands. I have. I've literally been in bed while women were talking to their husbands on the phone. I'm laying there beside them. I have. More than once. I've been with women. I was in the car with this one young lady, and she saying, be quiet, my boyfriend's calling, and I'm over there quiet as a mouse. And she saying, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. All these sweet things. They're on the phone for 30 minutes. And I'm in the car right beside her. And she says, I love you, when she gets off of the phone. And we go back to our conversation. I've been in that position. A lot of you men, a lot of you passport bros, a lot of you travelers, passport bros is the common term, travelers. A lot of you male travelers go to meet women with the assumption that she was waiting for you. With the assumption that she was worth it. With the assumption that she's the one. If you're thinking a woman was waiting 5, 6, 7 months Just because you're that good and ground and pound, you have another thing coming. Don't be this guy, right? Don't be this guy. And like I said, I'm telling you, most of the things, most of the mistakes that men could make while traveling, I have made them for you. Most of them. Right? And sometimes, listen, this is what happens, right? Now, I was talking to someone about this a couple months ago. Right? It was like, oh, da-da-da, you trying to come see me? Chris keeps flying. Come see me, da-da-da, come see me. You should come see me. Right? And I can break it down to them. Right? I'm going to spend X amount of money, right, on a plane ticket, right? I'm going to spend X amount of money on a hotel. I'm going to spend X amount of money on food, on a restaurant, so on a date. So let's just say I have plans to go to a country and spend a week there to get to know someone, to meet someone. I spend a week there. I spent about $2,300, right, to go to a country to meet a young lady I met online or I met once, whatever the case may be. And we don't get along. And we get a disagreement on our first date. We argue on our first date. Things don't go well on the first date. She goes home. She blocks me. She says she don't want to spend time with me. She don't want to see me again. It's not working out. She goes home. Her home's 5 minutes away. My home's 3,000 miles away. I still have 6 more days left of that hotel. I still have 6 more days left before my flight leave. Who really took the loss? Who took the loss? And a lot of these women out here are tricking us. Oh, fly out to come see me. If you want to meet me, come see me. Go to my state, go to my country. I want to see you. Telling you all these sweet things to get you to go over there, and you're going to argue the first date, and you're never going to see her again. And you're stuck in that country looking like Boo-Boo the Fool. You're stuck in that country looking crazy. You're stuck in that country bored and lonely. You're stuck in that country miserable, sad, regretting the simple mistake that you made. And that's spending all that money to meet someone you met online or you only met once or twice. Spending all that money hoping it's going to work out. Here is my thing, and don't get me wrong, it's 1 or 2 women I said I was going to see this year. And I just had to block them. I said, hey, this ain't going to work. Like, I block women. Like, here's the thing. I don't want to see your stories. I don't want to see your pictures. I don't want to see your videos. I don't want to see your life. And I definitely don't want you to see mine, because I might be in a city or a state that you're in. Going overseas to see a woman is a scam. It's the power of the... It is. And I told someone once, I said, hey, right, if you want to meet me, let's meet in another country. I said, let's meet in another country. I said, if you want to meet me, let's meet halfway. You know, I told some woman, right, it was actually in Rwanda. There's a girl in Rwanda that I was trying to talk to for a second, right? This girl's all over the country that I've tried to talk to. I said, hey, meet me somewhere. Meet me somewhere. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I might go and get the screenshots and the photos, but I sent a woman a ticket somewhere. I bought a woman a ticket to Dubai not long this year. You know, things didn't work out, but I'm like, hey, meet me somewhere, right? Luckily, the ticket was only like $100 and some because she was in a country close to the UAE. But meet me somewhere, right? And I had to beg her to let me do that. Hey, let me buy this ticket. I need a woman that. Here's the thing. I want a woman that's going to go out of her way. I want a woman that's going to go out of her way to see me just as much as I want to see her. I want a woman that wants to see me just as much as I want to see her. I'm going to repeat that again. I want a woman that wants to see me just as much as I want to see her. And if I, as a man, got to put in 100% effort and she got to put in 0, it's not going to work out. And I can give you an example of someone like that. Vanessa. You know, I have her on my intro to my YouTube videos, right? Vanessa, right? This young, I was living in Germany, right? She was living in the Netherlands, right? And I've talked about. You can go see my narcissist playlist if you want the full stories. But we met on Tinder, whatever case may be. I met her at this job when I was just traveling. It was one of those jobs where I was just going around Europe, working. Right? I don't be telling people what I do for a living, but I was just traveling around Europe. I'd be in Germany, be in France, I'd be in Belgium. You know what I'm saying? I was just traveling around Europe, doing work, stay somewhere for a couple of days, work. Get that per diem, get all that money. Being in Marriott's, right? Everything's reimbursable, right? And I met her while traveling, right? I knew Vanessa. Don't quote me on it. I knew her about a good year, at least a good year. Well, let's say I known her a year, right? Let's just say a year. Actually, it might have been a little more than a year, right? But whatever it was, let's just say I knew her a year, right? I stayed in the Netherlands. She stayed in Germany. We was about 6 hours away from each other. She came to Germany like 2 times. Damn, I almost got sick. She came to Germany 2 times. And this is hindsight, right? Hindsight 2020, right? You sometimes when you catching feelings for someone and you really want to be with someone, right? You're really into someone. You're going to make some sacrifice. Don't be wrong. I've done it, right? When you're really into someone, you're like, man, I'm gonna go see you. 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 But in that year or so, she was in Germany 2 times. She came to see me 2 times, 3 max, and I don't even think it's 3. I don't even say things. She came to see me 2 times. So I'm dating a woman, right? We're in a whole relationship, and she comes to see me 2 times, and I go to see her like 100 times, like at least 50. I've been up to the Netherlands at least 50 times, right? At least, right? Listen, here's the thing, right? And I'm gonna tell you the story. I might do a full story on Vanessa another day, right? She stayed with her mother, right? She stayed with her mother, right? She stayed with her mother. So guess what that means? And she had a daughter, right? She stayed with the mother, had a daughter, had a 1-bedroom, right? Mother's in one room, her daughter and her sleeps in the bed in another room, right? So guess what that means, right? You meet a woman, she stays with her mother. Guess what that means? I'll give you a few seconds. You're never going over there. You're never sleeping over there. So guess what I did? Every time I had to go sleep, listen, I took the L, hindsight 2020. Every time I had to go over there and see Vanessa, every time I went to the Netherlands to see Vanessa, right? I got to buy a hotel. I got to buy a hotel. I got to spend a week in a hotel, a week or a weekend, one of the two. I got to spend a week or a weekend in a hotel just to see this woman right here on my back. Let me repeat that again. I got to spend a week or a weekend in a hotel just to see this woman that's on my back. And don't get me wrong. People say, hey, why did you do it? I'll say this. I was kitty cat whipped. I'll say that. I was kitty cat whipped. And I'm gonna say in the beginning I was kitty cat whipped, but in the end, towards the middle, I'm like, because I'm gonna tell you something. Right? I believe when there's 2 people that are doing adult activities, right? There's just some things that a woman should be doing, and there's some things a man should be doing. This is my opinion, right? And she was not doing that, right? I think of one or two things. One or two things I'm thinking. The first thing I'm thinking is I'm not getting none. The first thing that I am thinking is, I'm not getting no ground to pound. That's the first thing I'm thinking. The second thing I'm thinking is she's trying to set me up, right? One of the 2 things gonna cross my mind, probably both. But if a woman says she got someone at her house, right, and I can come over, I'm thinking 1, I'm not getting none. 2, she trying to set me up. And like I said, I had something on me, right? I'm pretty sure it was my Smith and Wesson 40, right? I had something on me, right? So cool. So I go in the lady house, right? We chilling, and she's this, right? She's Becky, right? I go to the lady house. She chilling on. We sitting on the sofa. Is me, her, and this other couple. You know, another couple, right? And we just chilling, BSing, right? He, ha, ha, right? And she was like, you gonna go upstairs? What am I supposed to say to that? Like, am I supposed to say no? I hate when women ask stupid questions. Do you want to go upstairs? So I should you go upstairs? So long story short, we went upstairs, right? She grabbed my hand, she took me upstairs, right? So I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Ground and pound action, right? And at the end, she was like, you're not gonna eat it? I'm like, no, right? No, right? And she gave me this long speech about, oh, this should be a part of this. This should be a part of it. Every time you do this, you should do that. Give me this long speech, right? And I was a little younger then. I didn't really care what she was talking about. Don't really care what she's talking about now. But over time, I've learned, and you should learn, that some things are a part of ground and pound. And I didn't get that with this young lady. But to the point is, I lost my train of thought. The point I'm trying to, what was my point? The point I'm trying to make is, I believe now that, right, pause, is a part of relations, right? Like, if you going somewhere and paying for it, yeah, you probably shouldn't be putting your mouth down there. But I believe that it's a part of having ground and pound, right? And I invested so much of my listen. I said we were together a year. She probably came to see me 3 times in a year. I invested so much time and energy and money and hotels and time and energy and money and hotels into this woman that she made me realize that relationships where one person is given 100% and the other person is given 0 really do not benefit men. I'm going to repeat that again. Relationships where one person is given 100% and the other person is given 0% really do not benefit men. Women love to use this, oh, a man should be a provider. All right, so I should invest thousands of dollars into you, hoping it works out. I should invest $5,000 to $10,000 or $15,000 a year into you to hope it works out. Make it make sense. I need a woman that's going to be like, hey, I'm going to pay for that. I need a woman that's going to be like, hey, I'm going to come see you this weekend. I need a woman that's going to say, hey, excuse me, surprise, I'm outside. You know, I need a woman that say, hey, when you get off work, I'm at home waiting for you. I need a woman to say, hey, I booked these tickets. Chris keeps flying. Let's take a trip. I need a woman that's going to do the same thing for me that I am willing to do for her. And that's why I don't suggest being like to be crazy, because you're going to go and see these women that's given 0% after you gave 100. You're going to go see these women that are seeing you on the weekends or every other month or every couple weeks. And they're doing this with the guy that they're in the city with. And they're coming to you like, oh, I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to see you. She's not using this. She's not using this while you're gone. Trust and believe your conversation, your WhatsApp video, your Instagram video, and your Snapchat, and all these voice and video apps that's out there. She's not using this while you're gone. Trust me, she's not using it. Do not give 100% to a woman when she's given 0.